So, welcome to Amber.
Hey.
We had a successful workshop. I looked on it. It was our 5th workshop together.
Yeah.
So you can say, or we can say, or I can say that you are our successful workshop model now. No one was 5 times here. So that means the photographers like you. And yeah, we have now a lot of experience together.
Yeah.
You as a workshop model, I'm as a photographer. And I'm really happy to do today this interview with you.
Yeah, I'm also really happy.
I'm really looking forward for it. And yeah, I would say start to introduce yourself. So Amberkarisbassick.
Yeah, so hey all, thanks for watching. My name is Amberkarisbassick. I was born in England, Essex, and I lived there until I was around 12 years old, and then I moved to the Netherlands with my mom, and yeah, I grew up there. And
yeah, I know a lot of photographers mean that you are a Dutch model, but no, you're born in England.
No, yeah, that's the thing. I was born in England, but yeah, I live now. Yeah, most of my time now in the Netherlands. So
yeah. You speak totally perfect Dutch and
also, yes,
perfect English.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good thing. So what I have to ask in front is, our 5th workshop was, what was the best workshop?
The best? Yeah, I really like the Helmut Newton one because yeah, I really like to work with themes. I think it's really cool to learn how to shoot in the style of a very famous celebrity photographer. So he's really specific style, and I think it's so cool to repeat something like this. So, and it was really fast booked out as well. So,
what do you think? We got the style of Helmut Newton work, Helmut Newton in the workshop?
Yeah, I think we did because, you know, it's like now the world, from my feeling, the world is going to like AI and filter and everything perfect, when like he shot it as it was and he shot it good, and you don't need all this stuff. And it also, when everything's so perfect, it takes like the authenticity of the person away. So I really liked how you showed, okay, this is what it should look like, this is how I shoot it. And yeah, maybe some of them went out of their comfort zone, but I really liked the results when we look back. And I liked also the different styles, because every time you did a different style each setup. And yeah, some of that with the really like hard light, different lights. That was cool.
Yeah, Helmut Newton, the king of kink.
Yeah, especially with this BDM style. So like really this, hard stuff.
I remember really good on this day. It was a nice day, full day here in the studio with lunch and really interesting photographers. And I love to do events like this, especially then with a model like you. We can trust us blind, and it worked really well. And also when you do an event like this Helmut Newton workshop, it's important to have a really professional model, because the target also in this workshop was to say, hey, you don't have to edit the pictures after.
Yeah, exactly. And that's also maybe something different, you know, because no matter what level of the skill of photographer, you can learn, so you don't have to, if you shoot it the right way, you don't have to edit so much, but then you need
you saw a lot of results also on this
I
weekend,
did.
a photographer brought us a printed version from this Hamadurton workshop. So really nice. He printed it really out, and we have it now here in the studio.
I think it's that one behind you.
Yeah,
right?
it's behind me.
I love this kind of light and the moods.
And that's the best honor in a photograph. That's the first time that a photographer bring a printed image.
Oh, okay.
So that's good for you.
That says
good
something.
for the workshop. That says something. That's really good. So, you are a really experienced model.
Yes, I have now 11 years of experience.
11 years experienced model. That's a lot.
It's a lot,
That's
but time flies.
Yeah?
Yeah. Time flies.
When you think back, it don't feel like 11 years?
No. I mean, it's been a good while, but definitely not 11 years, no.
That's good.
No.
That means you like what you do.
That's the thing, you know. For me, I never thought, if you'd asked me like years ago, would you think I was be a model, I would laugh at you, because it was never my plan, never my intention to do what I do now. It was always a hobby of mine. I was first a hairdresser, by the way, and I used to love to go to parties, but I used to love to do my hair, my outfits, the makeup, everything. And in that time we had Party Flock, and you could like upload cool pictures to your set card. It's like a set card basically. And I used to go a lot to parties, and that's where I got my first shoot, because the party photographer was like, hey, do you want to like shoot something on TFP and you can use it? And I said, sure, why not? And that's how it all started, actually.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
from the hairdresser to the famous Amberkarisbassick.
in front of the camera, yeah.
That's good. That's really good. Yeah, you have a lot of success you can look on your career. So published Playboy, published Penthouse.
Yeah.
You shot all over the world, always when we talk about, and then you say, yeah, you was in Australia, you was there. For me, Asia. For me, it give not one place where you not was.
Oh, there are still places where I have not been, but I have traveled a lot. Yeah, and it's really cool because I never knew how to work as a self-employed model. So a photographer actually was kind enough to say, hey, do you want to make your hobby your living? And that's where it started. So he taught me how to travel and work as a self-employed model. And I mean, it's also a great way to see the world, because traveling and holidays is expensive. It's really expensive. And I mean, you can't really see a modeling trip as a holiday because you are working, you have to work. But it's a great way to meet new people, get new jobs, see a different country, and it's really, really interesting to see how different cultures are, and you learn also so much. And you also get, I think the great thing about it is that you expand your network, so you get to work, I think, in photography and model genre, like it's worldwide. Every country has this special person or this, and it's so cool when you can meet up in different countries and work together. And so I think I first started going through Europe. So I think one of my first trips was Italy. Okay. And I went to Milan and Florence, and that was really cool. But it was really hard for me in the beginning, because I was scared.
Scared of the people?
No, just scared shared something. Yeah, it's I'm miles away. I'm in a plane.
You're totally alone.
Totally alone. I am no one around. But that's also what I'm happy about. What it did with me. It taught me to go over my boundaries. And you see there is not so much to fear. Of course things go wrong still, but it's when you can look, when you did it and it's finished, you can look back and be really proud of yourself that you did that. And
it's a good thing what you say. You should always go over your limits and look how far you can come.
Go out of your comfort zone.
The life begins after comfort zone.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's really good. So, as I know, you was Europe, America, Asia, Australia. So, how many continents we have? Russia?
No, I was never in Russia.
So then you did all, and still left is Russia. So you have to go to Russia to make a workshop.
Okay, yeah, I was never in I was in Poland once, but not so much.
It counts. So 30 years ago it was Russia, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's still Europe now.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. So you have really a lot of experience as a model in traveling and everything. When you look now back, you don't think it was a failure. It was a big step for you to come in to a model in this model world, but you're still happy with it.
In the beginning, because I was a published Playboy model, and
it was really early that you
it was really in the start of my career. So maybe like 1 year, I was published first in the back page of the Dutch Playboy, and that was like, I can only say it to people who I knew, but then I got one time the cover. And
how many years was between, or how many time between the first publication and
I think maybe 2 years or something like this, 2 or 3 years, but I got, because I think maybe it was the age of my friends group or something. It was not so positive, actually. I got a lot of backlash from certain people saying that, all the stuff what you could imagine, like, you are cheap, this, that, you are this, you are that. But for me, it was, because I also, when I first got asked, I was also like, oh, are you okay with shooting artistic nudes? And I thought, oh, hell no, because the amount of backlash that's going to cause, I was scared. And then I always remember the photographer who helped me, he showed me examples of very famous models, so Naomi Campbell, Doutzen Kroes, Kate Moss, they all pose artistic nude. It's not porn, it's a artistic genre, and I think it's amazing when you see like really great images of the female body. And I think honestly it was always like on my bucket list to be on Playboy, because I love Pamela Anderson. She was one of my idols, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, I don't care. But I had some positive and not so positive reactions. It was really funny. I remember also this beauty salon I used to go to. She was so happy for me that she put it in the salon, my cup, my coffee.
The Playboy cover.
Yeah, and she said, that's a client
and she could say that's my client.
Yeah, but also some of her clients were not so.
Yeah, but that is always the thing, you know. That's one thing is about jealousy, that
it's jealousy.
Someone say this, and for you was it a big target, a big success to get this, and a lot of people don't understand this. But when they don't understand this and they don't.
Yeah, they don't know it.
They are not the right people for your way.
No, so
further away,
yeah. So and I think also being published on such a magazine opens also a lot of doors for you. It's really good on your CV, your job.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, of course. You can call yourself a Playboy cover model.
Yeah.
Not many people can say this. That's really good. That's really cool. So you would also say this was your biggest success, or is there something else what you think it's also the same important for you?
I mean, I don't know if it's my biggest success because it wasn't a stable road. Like people always ask me, oh, how was it? And it was complicated, you know. It's a lot of discussion through castings between agencies. And it's not so glamorous as you think sometimes. But I think my overall biggest success was just me and what I did the last 11 years. I worked really hard.
Yeah, you have to see the
whole way. I traveled. I got so much experience. I got to work with amazing people. I never forget, I was one time in LA and I got to work with Arnie Freitag. So he's one of the first American Playboy photographers.
Arnie Freitag. So you have to send me the name via WhatsApp. I put it like in the other interviews in it, and then we have to check out.
Yeah, he's so cool. He's one of the really first, and he was making a documentary about how he does his light setup, because he had light for everything.
Okay.
He had
Was it on location or in the studio?
In that time, he used, because like now there's not so much budget anymore for magazines, but in that time there was a lot of budget. So they would fly to the Bahamas, stay a week, and shoot the whole centerfold, and
you can when we right now in this conversation, what do you think? What kind of photographer was also a success to shoot with? We have this Arnie Freitag. Some other names? What you would?
Oh.
Yeah, you're not prepared, I know.
I'm not prepared, but I think I can't name like one specific. I think every encounter works. So Arnie Freitag was amazing. I did magazines. So I worked with Playboy. I worked with FHM.
A lot.
I mean, there's so many good photographers. You know, in Germany, there's also a lot of good photographers I was able to work with, but also I just really liked shooting abroad. Really, sometimes was really amazing location. Whether or not it's a famous photographer, was
Cool. What kind of shoots you really like? You have, I don't know, if maybe you say now, I love to shoot in Asia, or I love to shoot in Italy, or I love to shoot this, or it gives some jobs what you really like to do?
So I love to travel to really nice places, nice atmosphere, and I love to shoot basically, I like outdoor on location, so like a really nice beach, nice location. I love to shoot in Spain. I love to shoot in Italy. And I love to shoot on the beach.
Yeah, you
Because,
know us a little bit better when I only think on it where you was this year. I forget stuff, but you was Portugal.
yeah,
You was in Italy.
Italy,
You was in
Rome.
France. You was in Santorini. You was in
Oh yeah, Santorini. Yeah, I mean,
Croatia. You was sure in Germany, sure in Netherlands, sure Belgium. I forgot Switzerland. You
Switzerland.
was.
Yeah, I love Switzerland.
Austria. You was. So 10 locations. It's a lot.
It's a lot of traveling. Yeah.
It's a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
But it is also show that you have success.
Yeah, but that doesn't come from nothing.
No.
You have to work for it. You have to be dedicated, and you have to.
I forgot Spain. 11.
Spain, yeah. Yeah, you have to really. It doesn't come out of the sky. You really have to work on it, and yourself.
Yeah.
You have to. Everything has to be on point, and. It's like for being a self-employed model, you're also kind of like your own agency, because I do have some agencies, but they're more like casting agencies. So they're not giving me jobs every week. I have to really do the work itself. But I mean, that's the amazing thing about Europe. It's not so far away.
And you
from
have
each
this
other.
year also some big stuff like in Netherlands now for this project where you have a lot of shoots.
Oh yeah, with DJ La Fuente. That's one of also a recent. I mean, I worked with La Fuente when was COVID. I think the first time we shot a calendar. And now again he asked me this year, and then I think, oh wow, I feel so blessed, because
but it's come not from out of the blue. You worked for it, so, and that's always the same when you work for it. You have hard times, and sometimes you get paid for this, and this is
that was really one of the bookings I was really happy with, and also we have now like a new Ferrari, and we're shooting cool videos each time something happens to it. So it's really, really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. That's really cool. So I have to ask the experienced model like you, what is the big changing? You say now you have 11 years experience. What is the biggest changing in this time?
The biggest changing?
Yeah. What changed in the model business? When you say now you started 11 years before, what changed to now, until now?
I think there's more like, I see, I mean, I did what has changed. So the first thing what I notice is social media. There's more and more social media, more work as a self-employed person, because you have TikTok, you have Instagram, you have now Reels. Reels was not a thing back in that time. It's
11 years before, who knows Instagram?
Yeah.
And I think it's getting now easier and easier to get a model, because you have now social media platforms like Instagram or Model Partei. Everyone can say I'm a model and can start. So it's getting
I don't think it's harder. I think. You have to. So the thing I like about modeling platforms such as Model Partei or Model Mayhem, Purpleport, for example, there I can see a detailed set card and a good portfolio. Also reviews. And I think reviews is really important, especially in this and on Instagram and stuff like this. Yeah, it's cool, but I can't show all my work, and I can't. Slowly the world starts to, you can't show this anymore. You can't do. It's getting more conservative and stuff,
and more risk you have now.
Also for a lot of lingerie companies and bikini companies, you know, since the new, we updated the terms of service, and even their shops is getting flagged. But I mean, I'm finally found a way through it, and I'm happy because, you know, when you're blocked on Instagram, then no one can find you. So that's horrible. Why I really think it's important to have a combination of all. So you still, because people can still find you on Model Mayhem or Purple Ports very easy as to Instagram. And I also hear a lot from photographers that, I wrote this model on Instagram and I never got a reply. Well, that's Instagram, because the filter with the DM request is
horrible.
It's, you don't get always through. And it's also for me, if I contact a photographer, I also sometimes don't get the same. We all have the same. So I think it's really great that there are still these platforms, and I really wish that something they would get also a little bit more how to say it, because like everyone is on social media, it's an addictive app, but those platforms, I really appreciate them a lot. And you can also say, hey, I am in this country, you can make casting calls and all of this. So that's the thing. What changed for me, there's a lot more options on social media and video stuff and all of this, and through the years, like a lot has changed a lot with the magazines are not doing so well.
No one buys any more magazines and stuff like this. The media world is totally changed a bit. And also with Instagram, I think often on it, you should have a social media platform where it's only for models and photographers. So Model Katai, Purple Port, Model Mayhem, all Instagram, all included in one social media platform would be really great. Because then you don't see any more this bullshit, and it's allowed then to post also the good pictures. And you get not flagged or stuff like this. So I was really looking forward if we would have. So in the beginning, on Instagram, it was really good. You got really fast followers.
The engagement over the years with Instagram has gone down.
Also in the beginning of Facebook, I'm now so old to say I was also in the beginning of Facebook. But also in the beginning of Facebook, you got so easy followers. You got way more views than today. And and it would be nice when we had in this business our own social media platform.
It would be nice. What I do now is I unlocked a secret. What I want to share with people who have the same, because I see so many people struggling. So first, when you're in this account status, and your content can't be shown for non-followers, I don't delete necessarily my last work. I just post things that do not have too much skin on it. So I'm not just like portraits.
No lingerie, no
just clothes. Well, even I saw also models with clothes get flagged. But anyway,
I got also flagged with.
It's really, these robots don't function well, Mark. Sorry. But so you first have to get out of the radar. And what I do is because I still want to make sure that people can see my work, because I see other people still get, I don't know how they do, but how I do it is I made a backup account. And when I post something I want to show from my work, I make my main account a co-author. And in that way, the rate
You post it from your backup account, make your main account a co-author.
Yeah.
You post it, and if you get flagged, then
It
not
goes
your
then to
main
your
account
backup.
gets flagged.
Yeah.
So your backup account gets flagged. That's clever. So you got now.
You got now. That's a tip, guys.
Good tip from Amber.
Yeah.
That's really nice. So, also what I really love to ask is no-goes and goes of behavior as a photographer. So we know us a little bit better, and we had the last times a really big theme with it. What goes on when people do pictures and then they get the pictures weird titles. They ruin it at Photoshop. They do this all. And yeah, I know the job of a model really good because I work a lot with models. And I have to say, I don't know a harder job as to be a model, a self-employed model. That's physical and mentally really hard job.
Yeah, it's not easy.
When you then, as example, I don't know, you get booked from a photographer, you go there, you give always your best because I know from you, you are 100% perfectionist. You want that every photographer get the best model they can get. And then you are there, you give a lot, you work hard, you prepare good, you plan good, you give all, and then you see on images what they did. Titles like, sexual titles.
Yeah.
So like, come closer, or baby, I want you now, or this bullshit.
You can't control people, I guess. I just think, So no, I mean, there's so no-goes during, let's say, start with no-goes during the shoot. Okay, just don't over-compliment, because you have to say, if I'm doing a good job, just say, hey, that's great, keep going. Yeah. But like sometimes, it's nice, but sometimes like you get really over complimented, it gets almost awkward because I am still a woman and the majority of photographers are men, and I need to feel comfortable.
Safe, comfortable.
Yes, exactly.
Polite,
so don't over compliment, just be just be a little bit more mindful. Talk. Don't just say nothing. I know for someone who's just starting photography, like it's a lot also for the photographer. You have to check if the light's good. You have to check your camera settings. You have to see if it's in focus. All of this. But I don't see what you're doing, and I don't know the light. And I think it's really important, or what I appreciate is that sometimes we look back together, because when I see what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing, and then I can say, hey, I can do this better. We can do
also
that
give
better.
Advice, maybe.
Yeah, exactly, because it's not only me, it's a teamwork thing. And when I sometimes get from people who are just starting out, they I don't know, they're maybe too busy or focused and don't say anything, and I'm just throwing out all these poses. It gets very boring for a model, and also I get insecure because I don't know if it's a good job or a bad job. So just try to talk and say if I'm doing good, and check the images together. That's really a do for me. And don't touch the model. Okay, you can, if there is something in the way what you see and I'm in a pose, you can ask.
Or say it, just say it.
Ask or say it. You know, but don't just like touch me or grab me and move me. That's a no-go.
Yeah, it's a really no-go because I say always to the photographer, imagine you would stay now naked in front of the camera, random people come you don't know, come and touch you and say weird stuff or stuff like that. So that's not easy, and
it's not.
The photographer should more think in the shoe of the model, and they should, then it would be getting better. But this title thing, what I saw, makes me really done. When I see this, and
honestly, it's like when I think about it, it's you can control people. Like maybe if I would give advice to people who want to start out as a model, maybe and you want to do this then full time, then maybe think good before and make solid agreements before you work with someone like this to say, hey, like I do not wish to be tagged, I do not wish to be this, and then they can do what they want. Honest, I saw it also, and sometimes like in the comments you got also from other photographers, they're like,
it's weird.
It's weird,
it's totally
but
weird
anyway, if some people can't realize that this is cheesy, let's say like this, then it's maybe they have to find out themselves what is cool and what is not.
I think that's not really photographers. I don't want to be rude or something like stuff.
No, that's
this,
not it. No,
because a real photographer is always into to make good images, to get the best out of the camera you can get. And what I see sometimes at work, and also it is horrible on Model Kartei, when you see these photographers who give them pictures really weird titles and comment weird and like oh baby yes or stuff like this. This is so disrespectful against the model. That's so disrespectful against the whole.
I mean, it sounds more like an OnlyFans feed to me.
No, and it is not fair on the model, because a model is not an object, and a model is a human behavior, and you should treat no one like this. And this is makes me angry. And also I'm happy now that on the workshops not so many weird people here, that you can say, okay, they are totally assholes or stuff like this. I don't want people like this in my studio. I don't want to work with them. And but for everyone, I see a lot of disrespect against models, and I hope it's getting better in the future.
I think you just have to focus on the better half.
Let's talk about the good stuff.
Do's.
The positives.
Do's. Okay. So I would say 3 do's is be good in your communication. I really appreciate it when it doesn't matter the level of experience from a photographer. I'm always happy and flattered to be booked, but just good communication.
A mood board is gold.
Mood board is gold. I love it when someone makes a mood board, because I didn't tell you now, but you know that I am also a makeup artist, and so I do my own hairstyling, I do my makeup, I do my own wardrobe. So when someone, instead of asking me questions, oh, do you have this, do you have that, if you would just make a little mood board, say, hey, I want to do something like this, I can easily see what I need to bring, and I really appreciate it. So good communication, a mood board, it's really helpful. a good sense of humor.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk to me.
Food, water.
Yeah, that's the third. What I wanted to say. Yeah, it's really nice when I mean, you don't have to, but it's really nice when you maybe bring something nice or ask, oh, do you want something or something sweet, because that brings the best out in me. It makes, because in the end you are dealing with a human person, and you want someone in a good mood, because energy doesn't lie. And I really like it when people are I mean, I most of the time say I have my own stuff with me, but it's just really nice when so, oh, would you like something to drink or this or that. I've had sometimes in the past a workshop, so a hobby workshop, 5 hours, and normally I always bring my own food because I'm prepared, but yeah, it's shitty when you don't have anything else but Haribo in the studio. So
yeah, some fruits or stuff like
some whole or something nice. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Which area you really like to travel? You can say it's a difference, as example, between German photographers and Switzerland photographers, or German photographers and Dutch photographers, or American photographers and Europe photographers. Would be interesting for me. So how the differences of the photographers? Yeah,
so like in every country and culture, there's a different behavior. And yeah, it's interesting because when you travel, you learn a lot outside of photography. You learn from different people. Oh, they do this way, and it's really good for your soul and your personal development. Yeah, I love to shoot in Switzerland because there is. I have the feeling that there's a lot of work. I hate to say it, but the majority have more budget also to invest in work. So there is a lot of work, and they have really great locations. So the nature, the mountains, everything. Awesome, and I also, just the majority. I get booked a full day sometimes, or I had one time a makeup collection. Okay. Someone wanted to start with their own makeup, and they booked me through that, and also some really cool. I knew a photographer there, and he needed a model for a furniture shop. So you can also work with other self-employed people.
Good. That's really good.
And I love Switzerland. It's one of my favorites. Very expensive though, but if you can work there, then you can maybe at least cover your, if you want to do something nice there, you can cover your costs a little bit. Germany is also, I've worked a lot in Germany, I think, because also there's majorities of more budget, or there's more work. I get often booked in Germany, and I especially like the south more. So it's my favorite area. Maybe it's more nature also.
The nature is, I have to say this, I'm from the south, so I say the nature is nicer. Yeah, cool. So, what I have to say, especially on you, I see it every time when we work together. Your experience as a model is amazing, and you are a hairdresser, you are a makeup artist, you are a model. Every time when we shoot together, you're really well prepared.
Oh, thank you.
What do you think
I try.
need a model to be a good model? So out of your experience now? What do you think? So maybe someone look now this podcast and think, yeah, I want to start maybe as modeling. What do you think is really important?
So I think the most important is your own energy, because it's really, I hear it from a lot of photographers, whether it's professional or not so professional, it's your energy, because no one can copy your energy. And being on point, being in a good mood, being motivated is so important. Because anyone can look pretty and pose good, but it's your energy what counts, because that's what you see on the camera, your charisma.
Sure.
And I think that's what makes you a really good model. Tips?
Is it that important to be a makeup artist?
I think it's important because that's also something, a big change I noticed also for productions. There was less budget for stuff, so they want to sometimes cut costs, and sometimes, sadly enough, that would be cost for a makeup artist.
Yeah.
So I think it's really good when you have a good knowledge of doing your own makeup. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least look into buying good quality makeup and doing maybe some online tutorials, because it really, I hear it all the time. Oh yeah, the makeup is on point, and they really appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it also.
Yeah, because it's less work for you in post-production.
Not only less work, because it gives me a better feeling, because when I make the picture, and I think you have really the talent to feel into the set.
Yeah.
And I know how often you check your hair, so stuff like this. This is so important.
I am really bad with check. I have to check every time my hair, because I have a lot of hair. But I mean, how shitty it is when you have the perfect picture and there's a hair in the eyelash.
Yeah, and this is what I appreciate on you, because it's your perfection. That means when I shoot with you, I have so inner count. So you, as example, a model, when I do 10 pictures, then are 8 of them good. And this you don't have this. And I think that's the whole thing. You are perfectionist with your hairs. You're a perfectionist with your makeup. You're a perfectionist with your posing, with everything. You're well prepared, and that's I think I have to say, when a model want to start, they should more look on the professional things like you do.
Yeah, your posing is also really important. I think that it's really important to to study some poses, but I think the most important is to be self-confident in the camera and know what you're doing. So the best is, I think my advice was to maybe ask your boyfriend or your man or a friend that, hey, or work with a photographer on TFP basis and practice getting good in front of the camera. The more you shoot, the better you will be. And also sometimes just put on some nice music you like, get in front of the mirror, get a chair. Because when you know those things out of your head, you don't need to learn all of them, but that creates self-confidence. And when you're confident in the camera, I find, then everything comes out. When you get creative.
When you get good feedback from the photographer.
The ball starts rolling and you get all into your moods. So,
really good. Can I ask you how long you was a TFP model before you got paid? So how many experience you had as a...
So that was a long time ago, but like I said, I didn't do it as a profession. It was a hobby of mine. So I was already doing shoots for my set card, my party flock, and hives. Hives was the thing at that time. So I also love to take selfies in a cool pose and do my own thing.
But you loved it to be in front of a camera to express yourself. And this is the way.
Yeah, I did do a few TFP shoots, but not that much. Because I mean, it's good to get TFP, but my advice really, if you want really good images, really just pay someone for their time, because it's often so then yes, or it's late, or it's not on time, or it's not what you expected. And sure, so, and it's also sometimes hard to arrange the TFP shoot. It's like, okay, so I asked you for this, and then I get no reply. And sometimes it worked, but I did invest in my portfolio. And I also got help from it's just some friends. So this photographer I knew, he helped me with a portfolio, and so I didn't shoot that much TFP, but if I did wanted to add, I would just rather just pay someone for their time. Then I can expect the best.
What do you think about the future of the photography? You have fear with this whole AI stuff, or what do you think about it?
No, totally not. I have no fear with the AI because simply you can't copy a human being. You can make it look real, but I think it's I see it with plastic surgery, the same thing. So people want more and more extreme, and then they go back to more and more natural. It's the whole thing. And I think AI could help us, could save us time, because that's the thing I see now as a self-employed model, but also a content creator. I have more and more time spent in, doing this. Now there's Threads, now there's TikTok, now there's this, there's that. It's like non-ending. And when I think about it, it's like, wow, I have a lot to do all the time. And for example, ChatGPT can help you so much with a text. But
you do also, what I have to say, you do also a lot of images of yourself as a content creator. So when I see them, then I have to say, okay, maybe we don't need any more photographer.
No, you need a photographer.
You do it really good. You do it really good with simple techniques.
But sorry to break you, but you will always need a photographer, because I do a good job, but you don't see the price I paid. It's so much easier to have someone just take pictures of you, because I work with a stative, and I have to fix the pose, I have to check the light, I'm doing all these things myself.
But this is what I think now on you, it's really honorable, because you know exactly what you do to look good. So that means when I book you as a photographer, you have this experience, you see, oh, this is the main light, this is the way, the position of the photographer, and then you make this. I think that's the key why you have, when I do 10 pictures of you, that 8 are good. I think this is also...
Yeah, I mean, it's my full-time business, so there's I'm always shooting, I'm always posing.
Yeah, but you really feel it. With 11 years experience, I have a lot of models here. I have models, not often models have so much experience as you. This is not so often, but when I see a younger model, they have maybe 1, 2, 3 years experience. They have it harder. They have it harder to find. They are maybe not ready for being a workshop model, or being a paid model, or being a model for a promotion shoot or something like this. Yeah, but I see this on you, and this is really good. this is really good, and I'm always happy to work with you. I think we spoke now also that we shoot again with a workshop in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A new theme workshop. Yeah.
Also with a really experienced model. Not so much experience as you.
No, she's also really good.
Yeah.
She's a natural talent.
And she's the reason that we know each other.
Yeah.
So
thanks to...
Yeah, we can say Olga.
Olga Maria Verde.
Weide. Yeah.
Weide, sorry.
And I'm really looking forward to it. So it's really cool. Do you have any things planned for what's coming?
So guys, it's almost Christmas. So I'm not too busy. I have some shoots planned, and I'm preparing for next year. So we also want to plan some trips. We're also gonna try our own photo events abroad. So to give people a chance to shoot in a cool place, and some more traveling. I haven't been far in a plane since COVID, I guess. The last time was Thailand.
It was after COVID?
Yeah, that was just right after. I'd like to get back to Asia. And because they're all asking, when you come?
How are the Asia photographers? Level from them? Good?
Yeah.
Similar to us?
Yeah, I think so. They also invest in good cameras and know what they're doing, and it's also a different climate there. So
other ways to shoot. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We can't go here on a beach and make photos.
Only in the summer.
Yeah, we have no beaches.
You have a lake.
Yeah, a lake. Yeah,
it's kind of like a beach.
That's true. No, really good. So I was really happy to make this interview now with you.
I
think we can say that it's planned that you're also a host of this interview.
I would love to, because there's lots more things I want to share with you guys, and we want to really expand this podcast. So
this podcast thing, that's really good. So then I say thank you for watching us, and we can look forward to a lot planned. And I say thank you to Amber for your time. And
thank you.
It's now almost time for dinner. Like the last time, the same after the workshop is dinner time. So we finish now our workshop. Wish everyone a nice time, and we see us the next time. Bye bye.